Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are not going to be recording another episode right now. We are going to be recording what I would effectively call the trailer to One Piece that exists out in the world. It's a music video edit done by someone on Reddit. You will see the name watermarked in the video itself. And we'll be seeing One Piece hater react to it. Give him a broader scope of the world. He's already got
It's
ahead.
fan animation. It's fan animation. I love fans.
It's
so
not fan animation necessarily. It's taking various scenes from the anime.
Well, that's what I mean. You know, like old school Naruto AMVs. Oh man. Anyway,
some of my first exposure to anime was through those. It was things like Naruto getting edited to like the SpongeBob songs, like on Daily Motion.
What the? I never actually got into that stuff until basically it was already kind of a meme, and I was like, "This is a great meme. This is amazing. Why are people making fun of this?" I mean, it is funny, but like, come on, isn't it also cool to just be so deep and so sincere towards an emotion, even if it's immature? Anyway, trying to hype up something absolutely nonsensical is par for the course. What exactly is this? You said it's a trailer. Is it like a smash cut of upcoming arcs, or kind of like an intro sequence?
It's kind of using various scenes from the anime to lay out sort of the world, as it were, and the types of locations you'll be getting into when you are going through the series.
I thought that's what that intro was, where they had the little snake guy come out. Anyway, I'm joking.
Yeah,
all right,
you'll see what I mean. You'll see what I mean. Okay,
I know what you mean. I'm teasing.
All right, let's go ahead.
Feels like we're starting a horror movie.
Are those the vibes you pick up?
A little bit.
We're gonna
now it's transitioned to a more epic. I know they probably didn't want to draw the people, but it is startling how empty most of these scenes are.
Yeah.
Feels like everyone died or something.
They are trying to more show off the actual environment.
Yeah, I get it. Ooh, shiny.
This is a very different experience for me, considering I know where a lot of these scenes are ripped straight from.
This is cool. Feels like I'm watching a documentary.
It very much does have that feel.
Especially with the music right now, this is classic David Attenborough.
Here you see the man falling in his natural habitat.
Yeah.
I had to go ahead and pre-watch this just to make sure there weren't any outright spoilers. Parts you don't know. Any particular locales you've seen thus far that piqued your interest?
A lot. The Flower Hill one feels like very man-made, and that kind of strikes interest. There are a lot of beauteous nature areas with like cool designs, like the flower cities and stuff. So Annie's lobby is one of the marine places. Oh, okay.
Ah. My worry is you remembering stuff like this for later.
I'm not forgetting that.
It's honestly my favourite arc.
This is amazing, man.
It's very transformative in what it's done. Because it is taking those sort of very basic scenes from the anime and giving them that sort of like movie and documentary feel to them.
Yeah, and they've had quite a few different music transitions that have all been impactful.
Starting to get a bit more into the people and cultures around.
I don't know if all of those are natural. I don't trust that all of those are natural. I think a couple of those are probably some gummos. At the very least, that guy who's riding a bicycle on ice. Which is like, of all the things to ride on ice, why a bike that needs so much friction? Unless I guess it's got spike tires.
Forget the man on the ice bicycle, please.
That's fine. It's fine, it's fine. Oh no, there's a guy with ice powers in my superhero show? Crazy.
Yeah, there might be ones with someone with fire powers next, who knows?
Oh, Jesus. Don't tell me he dies.
Damn it now! I am not putting spoiler warning on this.
Alright, when does waifu show up? That's what I'm asking.
Which one?
Which one? The one with the fan dance and the bonfire.
Oh, that one. You've got a good.
Hey, I know who that guy is. I like his rap. I don't know his whole deal. I just know he's a guy.
I mean, you saw the Gear 5th animation, so like, yeah. Saw him by proxy.
This is gorgeous. I just want to go there. You know, it really reminds me of Monster Hunter. With this use of music, but also just the diversity of locations.
Just gonna be a disclaimer at the end put out by the One Piece Tourism Board.
One throne.
There we have it.
Amazing. Truly, truly amazing. I can't help though but feel a sense of frustration that it's going to take so long to go anywhere, and there's going to be so many stupid gags and so much wasted time between these amazing art pieces and set pieces.
And even if you go ahead and go through all the episodes, you won't even see all those places. Because some of
Oh, just
those,
summer movies?
some are from movies. You know, you've got a few sort of OVA things in there.
Mm,
Um, One of them, I believe, is some sort of weird like music video advert thing as well. They did at one point. Um,
okay.
yeah. I don't even know where we would watch that if we did.
Assuming we can.
uh, I don't think it's. I'll maybe like look into that Mirrorball Island stuff.
I want to know, what are your thoughts on seeing this? Does it feel real? Does it feel like an honest comparison? Does it feel like a faithful edit? Or do you feel like they're setting themselves up with some dream that's kind of false advertising?
Um,
Because that was a lot of amazing places and sceneries and towns. And
yeah.
I'm just like, I don't. My problem right now is that I don't have enough faith in Luffy. That's what it is. I don't have
Uh,
enough faith yet. I'm weak. I am weak.
right.
I don't
Uh,
have faith that he's gonna actually like hang out in these places and they're gonna be real places when he shows up. It's always gonna be some like crisis that immediately needs to be solved. Like there won't be any room for like living there for a little bit.
I would say it's fairly accurate. Like my personal thoughts, like going through that, is like that's kind of a nostalgia trip of ooh, that's that place and all that stuff that happens there. Because yeah, it covered a load of places. Not every one of those places
It
is
was almost too much.
great.
I almost saw too many places, and I'm like, this certainly is 8 minutes. God damn.
Yeah, just
But
kind of
they
like
were
overload.
all amazing. Like I'm not saying that to disparage the
Yeah.
quality of what was being shown. They really were amazing. It's just I gotta see it because right now, like I'm filled with this great sense of like longing and motivation to go to these places, and I can only hope that One Piece will actually take me there
Yeah.
while my brain hasn't melted out my ears from boredom.
I will go ahead and just do a disclaimer of like obviously not all these places are seen as much as the others. Like
Yeah,
Wano is
yeah,
super
yeah.
long, whereas some of these are maybe like even cover chapter things as
I mean,
opposed to
Wano
like
had to
actual
be
story.
pretty long. The entire Japanese culture based itself off of Wano, from what I hear. So, you know,
Ah,
they had
and
like a whole, they made a whole country about it. Did you hear that?
yeah. And if anyone wants to go ahead and get the in joke for that, we have in fact started to go through the series. We have gone through the first 6 episodes, and we'll be going through 7 and 8 that will be releasing on Sunday, and we'll be recording that straight after this, pretty much. So yeah,
Hmm.
go ahead and motivate this hater into eventually joining the One Piece cult. Um,
Yes, I need motivation. I need praise. I need comments. I need likes. Give it all.
we'll get you one of these by
Uh,
the end of it.
yeah. I do have a straw hat with a ribbon on it. Although I don't think it's red. It might be. I might secretly already be ahead of you.
Oh,
And mine,
okay.
and mine's from Mexico. Um, that also makes me have questions about that hat. Like, did that hat even belong to Ace? Because I feel like it didn't.
uh,
I bet it wasn't his
I,
hat.
I've had a couple of conversations, okay, with people. One is, this Ace Shank stuff, because you cannot get the two of them correct way around. And the other
Oh
is
yeah.
they hate you
Like
call
he's got
Luffy
red hair, the
Luffy.
other guy's got red powers. They're both mentor characters or something. I don't know. And look, if
You'll
I
see
was
it when you
being
see it.
dishonest about my spoilers, then I wouldn't screw this stuff up. But I'm being where I'm at.
Yeah,
So
like, a lot of this is about honesty, to be honest.
yeah, I who knows? Maybe that hat was actually Ace's, and that's why I'm messing it up.
It was
It
Aces,
was
then it went
secretly
to
Ace's,
Shanks, and then it went to
and it went to
Luffy,
Shanks,
and
and it went to
yeah.
Luffy, because secretly Ace is Luffy's third cousin, and because Luffy is also like Naruto, even though people pretend he isn't. And
They're obviously related,
yeah, they're obviously related, and you know they were like passing down the will of D. That's why Shanks got so strong, is because he was wearing the hat, and then he had to like recuperate when the strength left him on an island, and that's why he wasn't looking for the One Piece. He's like, oh shit, I took off the hat, I lost an arm, I gotta relax for a little bit, and he's just hanging out, and
Uh,
everybody's looking at him like some kind of bumbleclot. But
it's
uh,
crazy to me how many like half hits you're getting in some of your stuff. Like it's like half just a hit, and half of it is the wildest miss.
I am saying these things to somewhat be a little bit silly. The thing I really, just to focus back on the maps here, is I really hope that One Piece has good map development, because I know it's fun to sit in this neverland of unending islands with whatever plot contrivance you want, Oda. I know it's fun and it's working. People love it. But I would like a story that ends, or at least says that it's never going to end. And I worry that he might be having his cake and eating it too, with the diversity of all of these islands making zero sense and just being kind of sloppy, and contrived. That's my worry. I'm not saying it's true. I don't necessarily think it's true.
I mean, there is sort of like a partial answer given as to why there is a lot of diversity in the islands.
Well, islands naturally end up being diverse places, and from the looks of One Piece, my theory is that it's post-apocalypse, and that there was an ancient society where everything blew up, and that's why the whole place is flooded. Because you can't make a civilization off of 10 islands where everything wants to kill you. That's not how a civilization happens. So, my, like, just following the idea of logic and, like, how places are built, I bet that One Piece got flooded over, and that the One Piece probably has, like, we saw those weird statues and whatever in here. Uh, I bet the One Piece is, like, related to some ancient world relic or something like that. Um, and probably the fruits too. And that is why the fruits can't go into the water. It's because there's probably some weird, like they probably had like a guy who built a device, or maybe one of the fruits was too strong, so then they had to build these like things to stop them, or they flooded the planet or something. People having that much individual power is bound for tyranny in some form or another. So that's what I'm betting on, because
Yeah.
that's just the logical conclusion of power.
There's about like 3 or 4 different points where how a lot of this geography came to be like that. There's potential sort of explainers or at least factors being given in, and you obviously, having watched Netflix, only read to not even Syrup Village, and we're not even
Yeah.
through Orange Town in terms of our actual watch here. You haven't been to the Grand Line yet, because that is
No,
that
not
sort of
really.
sectioned off part right now that a lot of these are from.
Yeah, there was that thing with Mihawk, who I think was hanging around the Grand Line and then they had to call him away to go to East Blue or wherever Luffy lived.
Yeah.
But just from what I've seen of the map that they displayed early on, where it's like Luffy's on the vertical axis right now, and then eventually he's going to get over to the horizontal, where the
Okay.
where they're going to have
Yeah.
treasures and stuff, around the equator. Um, but yeah, my bet is that the world of One Piece is like a giant mad science experiment gone wrong, and people have kind of basically forgotten about it. Because then it calls back to what I was saying earlier too about the lack of communications and all the secrecy and stuff. Like that's they're hiding things to the point where it's like this isn't even about power. Like you're not even like it's not like you're hiding political events or whatever. You're just hiding everything. Like what are you so scared of? So there's clearly got to be something that like if known could result in this, you know, giant ocean world. Um, and I look forward to finding out like why the islands are the way they are after seeing all these fantastical ones because again they were really great.
Okay.
And I hope that these islands get the spotlight that they deserve, rather than some like dumb gag or a dog who might have redeemed himself in the anime, but I'm still upset about.
Okay. If I had to like push you to give an answer on this, out of the locations you saw here, if there was like one or two specific highlight ones, like that's the one that really grabbed my attention in the moment, or was it just complete overload?
No. There were a few that grabbed my attention. One of those was the guy who did the fire breathing thing. And he was just like one of many in a crowd, and just having like characters who are lively in a populated place. It's not easy on animators, and I appreciate it.
The woman with
the other
fans,
one,
I'm guessing as well.
Yeah, the ice places were like, whatever, man, it's cold. And I saw a robot dog there, so there's probably like cyborgs. Who gives a shit? There was a place with like an Aztec mural kind of looking place, as well as this place too that you have on screen right now, the Skull Totem house. But the Aztec mural looking stuff was kind of cool. I guess Annie's lobby, since it's apparently such a big important art, did kind of pique my interest to actually see it. So I'll leave it there. That's my top three.
Okay.
Well, the flower cities were an honorable mention.
I will give a shout out to StrawhatV or StrawhatV for making that, because I've seen the anime, and in terms of converting these scenes out, it is a fantastic.
Just even scouring through them for all of this footage, like
yeah, I know how many episodes, how long, and all that.
That's all I can say. All right.
All right.
Well, we bow to you, and we bow to One Piece, and once more to Oda. But from here, we must stand tall and watch the rest of the episodes.
Yeah, we need to actually get you to these places rather than seeing the travel brochure.
Yes.
All right. Thanks, everyone. See you. This is just goofy.